Hey, it's Jetpack. I wanted to do this challenge for tiny homes based on the Nancy Drew games by HerInteractive. I put all the games on a wheel, pressed spin, and we got Creature of Kapu Cave. I honestly think this is a really good one to start with, just because it's super straightforward and there's literally a pack that is practically made for it. So obviously I picked Sulani for this build. It's a tropical residential world in The Sims 4. It took me a little bit of time to get back into the swing of things with this build, but I figured it out eventually. So in The Sims, you can have a tiny home by it being only 100 squares. At first, I was literally counting the squares so that I didn't go over 100, but eventually I figured out that The Sims does this for you. I've never really played with the tiny home gameplay in The Sims 4, so this was pretty new to me. Initially, I wanted to do like a brown wood, but this tropical blue is just so much more fun, and the brown-orange tones from the windows just really pop. Initially, I had this build as 2 floors, but after looking at some inspiration pictures of tropical homes, and considering that it would take up a lot of space to have stairs in this build, I brought it down to all 1 level. I used to be very afraid of landscaping in The Sims. I would do nothing with the outside, but slowly it's becoming my favorite part of building in The Sims. I just love adding all the little grasses and flowers and rocks and trees. I did find this little shack, which I'm pretending is a surfer shack, or maybe a snow cone stand. And this way I don't have to use the 100 tiles that go towards the cap for the tiny home. Terrain paint is another thing that used to terrify me, but I'm slowly becoming more comfortable with it. I envisioned this back patio area would be coming off the main bedroom. I started with white chairs and furniture, but decided that was no fun. Fortunately, this grass roof with a trim is extremely forgiving for roofing because that is not my strong suit. I'm really trying to get over my indecisiveness with The Sims. I just love looking through the swatches though, so why should I take that joy from myself? The more I think about it, the more I realize this is going to be one of the more easy builds in this little challenge I'm doing. For a game like Creature of Kapu Cave, it's very on brand to have a little tiny island home. Or like in pamphlets for islands, you always see those little huts that are alongside the water with the all-inclusive resorts. I'm trying to imagine a game like A Curse of Blackmore Manor with such big energy and mansion manor vibes shrunk down to a tiny home. Okay, now I'm getting really excited about it. I threw some landscaping around these other trees to kind of match what was already on the lot when I started. I darkened the sand here to make it feel like it's more worn down and part of a pathway in a way. Near the end here, I realized we could do an outdoor shower situation and save on space inside the home. Just with the location of this and the build itself, I'm getting very eco, live off the land vibes, so an outdoor shower fits in my opinion. You just kind of have to make sure you don't have visitors before you hop in the shower. While building this, I was thinking of who would live here. Would it be Pua? Would it be Mike? Would it be living quarters on Big Island Mike's immersion excursion? Initially, I also wanted to use some of the squares for a surfing shack, but ultimately I decided that space was better used for the actual home. I reminded myself that this was not a build of Creature of Kapu Cave, but rather a build inspired by the game. What do you think? Does the exterior of this build give you Creature of Kapu Cave vibes? I'm going to be uploading this empty build as a shell on the EA gallery. If you want, download it and decorate it. I would love to see what you come up with. You can upload to social media, tag us, and I'll take a look. Thank you so much for watching. Check us out on our other socials. Let me know what you hope the wheel lands on next time. Bye!